think this is the best part of my job. Since I'm the best Chinese teacher, there's only one. I get the privilege to watch my students for 4 years, watch how they make mistakes, how to learn from mistakes, how to build relationship, enjoy each other, enjoy school. Enjoy learning. I feel like that's the most rewarding part of my daily life.
Do you remember your first week of class? What was it like?
Yeah, I do actually. It was really scary because Zheng Laoshi only spoke Chinese.
It was kind of scary at first because Zheng Laoshi spoke straight Chinese for like the first couple of days.
I remember it so vividly because we walked into the classroom and Zheng Laoshi was only speaking in Chinese, like only Chinese, no English, and we were so confused. We had no idea what she was saying.
But I was so confused. She spoke for like 5 minutes and we all didn't know what she was saying.
I was like, oh shoot, maybe I should have taken Spanish.
And then the people were kind of scary too because I was in a class with mostly upperclassmen.
I saw people I knew. I saw my friends from Granger. I saw them after 3 months of summer, and they all sort of changed in a way, but they were still my friends.
First week in Chinese was a little weird. I don't know anyone in the classes.
And we did fun activities, I think, for the first week.
And I remember like I was so invested. Like I started doing my Duolingo. I started like every time like I would like go up the stairs, I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know everybody, so it's comfortable in the Chinese class. It's very easy, very chilling.
The moment she started speaking English was when I was like, oh, okay, maybe this was the right choice for me. Honestly, it definitely was.
I knew I found my place.
What was the question again?
It was just like, what was it like watching the seniors, current seniors, going from freshmen?
It's a lot of fun. Watch them, like how they go from like totally stranger or not knowing each other or not working well with each other and become good friends and knowing the difference between people and still accept those differences and still work together. I find that's very beautiful.
Taking Chinese, I just thought it might connect more to me. After I met Zheng Laoshi at orientation or open house, I already felt really connected.
Okay, so actually in my freshman year, I wasn't even planning to take a language.
So initially, I didn't really care, to be honest. I didn't want to take a language at all.
Just because I kind of felt like I was behind almost because so many of my other friends had already like started taking Spanish in middle school and things like that.
But my sister kind of inspired me to take Chinese because she did it all the way up to Chinese 2, I think. Because she got her junior year taken away because of COVID. But she said that it was pretty fun and that she thought that I would enjoy it.
Didn't really want to be basic and like follow the like normal path and take Spanish and things like that. And so when we went to 8th grade night, we saw Chinese at the booth and Zheng Laoshi was there and a couple other Chinese students and they were having a conversation in Chinese and I just thought it was so cool. Like my mind was blown.
I think the reason why I took Chinese was because I wanted to learn a new language. At first I was kind of scared of doing Chinese because I just didn't know like how it would be like. My brother, he didn't take Chinese. Like I was the only person that like let myself decide like if Chinese was right for me. I realized like on the first day of school.
My mother's English, my mother language was Chinese, so like I preferred to learn Chinese and then like want to learn more. When I first come to the United States I was 7, and then now I'm 18. Like I lost like memory of the Chinese. Like I don't know how to like write it or like some more like I don't speak it, so I prefer like to Chinese to learn more.
It was 8th grade elective fair in the library at Matia. I remember vividly the 2 kids that I talked to who were students that took Chinese. My mom and my family was very against it. They're like, oh, you should definitely take Spanish, like you'll need it for the future. But there's just something that about like that rare opportunity that I was like, no, I really want to speak Chinese and I want to learn Chinese.
And I knew in that moment that I wanted to take Chinese freshman year.
And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, right now, like right here, right now, I know I'm taking this class.
I think I realized that I was gonna take it for all 4 years.
What does it mean to you personally to be able to share your language, your heritage, and your culture with these students?
I feel like a lot of misunderstanding, conflict in this world is because of not knowing each other, each other's culture, each other's language. So I hope I can help my students to build a bridge between 2 people, 2 nations, 2 cultures, so there are less conflict, less misunderstanding between people.
What was your favorite memory from the last 4 years?
Probably the Chinatown field trip. It's pretty fun. Like you go there with a bunch of your friends. It's pretty fun.
Oh, choosing a favorite would be really hard, but I think whatever the first time our Chinatown field trip was, it was like the first time that we ever really got to apply our like what we learned outside of the classroom, because like you don't really find many places that you can just practice Chinese. And so I remember our assignment was to go up to someone and start speaking Chinese. And so we went to a boba shop and we tried to order in Chinese, but we were a little shy, so it didn't go exactly as planned. But it was I just remember it was a lot of fun, that Chinatown trip, and it's really cool that we get to do things like that.
I want to say the second trip to Chinatown, because that gave a lot of time to create a bond between all of us for the most part. It made it a lot more fun because we actually went as a group, because the first year we didn't really know each other like that, but we still hung out or whatever. But the second time there was more of a bond and a connection, and it just made it a lot more fun. And also the planetarium trip was kind of nice too. That was really fun.
The trip to the planetarium and Pacifica Square, because I think at that point, our class had grown together and we had adapted different parts of each other in each one of us. I feel like when I carry myself, I also carry parts of everyone in my Chinese class and my 6. I think that knowing that this was our last trip, these are we have one last opportunity to make memories for the rest of our lives. And I think that we really held on to that fact and that thought, and we really made the most of that trip. So I think that was definitely my favorite trip.
I think back to a lot of days. Every day I look forward to Chinese more than any other class. Even with my grade in Chinese isn't the best, but even still, it's my happy place. I feel comfortable there. I know I can be myself. I'm not embarrassed to do anything that I would in other classes. I can say what I want and I know I won't be judged.
Junior year, the field trip, and we went to the botanical gardens, and then after that we went to Chinatown. And this was after when I had something that I didn't really enjoy having, so it was not a good moment before that. But during that field trip, it really made me forget about everything, and it really made me realize how much I've come a long way and how much I really value my friends. These past 4 years, I think we've really bonded together, and even though we've never known each other, we've all come from different paths. I think Chinese really helped us bond together, but it's also, I think we all found our ways to de-stress in that class, and yeah.
All right, when these students walk out of your classroom for the last time, what is the one thing that you hope that they will take with them into the real world?
one thing. There are two things I want them to take. So one is lifelong friends. I feel like they spend a lot of time together the past 4 years. They have similar interests, similar background, similar paths. So we took the same journey, and I feel like they don't end after they graduate. So no matter where they are, they still have each other. They got each other's back. And the other thing is I want them to always be thankful, because I think that is one of the most important things in their life, because there are so many challenges, but I want them to be able to spy with their little eyes to find the beauty in the world and to be thankful.
And then the last message.
老师 Oh my god 我爱你
Zheng 老师 Oh my goodness.
I really love Zheng 老师.
I want to say thank you to all that you have done for me and the entire Chinese 4 classroom.
I would say thank you so much for being with us for the past 4 years, because I'm so grateful that you've stayed with us and you've listened to all of our problems. And you've really helped me learn and grow as a person. So thank you so much. 谢谢。
郑老师，你是一个特别好的老师，是我来美国这么多年，你是我差不多见过最好的一个老师了。你让我们写了很多关于感谢母亲、感谢家人、感谢老师的信件。然后呢，我感觉你就是特别好的一个老师。
我很爱你 Honestly, my vocabulary is only so large, but
All the leniency when it came to missing assignments, you really saved my GPA, even when the times where I was struggling, and I thank you for that. And I hope that you can find a class just as good as Chinese 4.
Last night was World Language Night. When you came up and introduced me and gave your speech, I was like, my eyes were tearing up, because I was just thinking like, I can't imagine, like, oh my god, I'm gonna start crying right now.
yeah, honestly, I feel like it's just, she's created such a comfortable space for us that I really think that she's just made such an impact on our lives that it's just unforgettable. Thank you. That's all I got.
I know I can talk to her about anything. And anytime I have a problem or I'm worried about something, I know I can talk to her and she'll try her best to help me. And I'm really gonna miss her.
The last day of school is gonna be so hard, because I can't imagine like walking out of the Chinese room for the last time. I just feel like so lucky to have you as my teacher. You've been honestly more than just a teacher, but like you've taught us more than just Chinese. You've taught us like so many important life lessons that I'll carry with me on to college and probably for the rest of my life. So I just want to thank you for making my high school experience so memorable, especially with AAC, CHS. I hope the legacy carries on. I really want to thank you for being patient with us all these years. I know we're like a pretty tricky class. We're not on topic all the time, but you're very patient, and you've been really good to us. So I want to thank you so much, Zheng 老师. 谢谢. Oh my god.
What's your lasting message for your current Chinese 4 students?
My last word to my senior is be nice. If you're right, you're not always nice. But if you're nice, you're always right. Be the light. Be a light for people who need it. Be thankful. That will give you power. So how do you be the light? Be a light for other people. I think need to take care of yourself. You have to be nice to yourself before you can be nice to other people. So go to bed early, get enough sleep, eat well, everything else will be better. So if you're good, the world around you will be better. You can do it. I believe in you. Like an election. We can do it.
Out. I turned around and looked away. I didn't know what I would say. I fumble all over my words. You hate me now, but I loved you first. I love you more than you will know. For that reason, I let you go. So just go then, you're going, you're going.